Bumpy the Blue Monster was a mess. His apartment? A disaster. It was as if a tornado had swept through, leaving chaos in its wake. Dishes piled high, laundry strewn about, and let's not even talk about the dust bunnies. They had practically formed their own community under the furniture. Bumpy preferred napping to cleaning. His favorite spot was the couch, where he could snooze away the afternoons without a care in the world. He preferred snacking to cooking. Bags of chips, candy wrappers, and half-eaten snacks were his constant companions, and he definitely preferred watching TV to doing, well, anything. The remote was practically glued to his hand. Life was a cycle of naps, snacks, and television. Day in and day out, the routine never changed. Bumpy knew there had to be more to life, but he was just too comfortable on his couch. The thought of getting up and doing something different seemed exhausting. He dreamt of adventure and excitement but lacked the motivation to make a change. In his dreams he was a hero, exploring unknown lands and conquering challenges. One day, a large, official-looking envelope arrived, addressed to Bumpy in swirling emerald green ink. It stood out against the usual junk mail and bills. Bumpy stared at it, confused. He never received mail. Who could be sending him something so important-looking? Curiosity piqued. He carefully tore open the envelope. His heart raced with anticipation as he unfolded the letter inside.
Huh, what's this? I never get mail. This must be something special. Maybe, just maybe, this was the adventure he had been dreaming of.
Dearest Bumpy, the letter began, the words practically shimmering on the page as if they were alive with magic. Bumpy leaned in, completely engrossed, his eyes widening with every word. The letter spoke of a legendary treasure, the Golden Habit, said to unlock unimaginable happiness and fulfillment, a treasure that many had sought but none had found. According to the letter, Bumpy was the chosen one, destined to find this treasure, a destiny that had been written in the stars long before he was born.
Me? Chosen? How could that be? I can barely find matching socks in the morning, let alone a legendary treasure. This must be a mistake.
Still, a flicker of excitement stirred within him, a sense of adventure he had never felt before. The letter described a journey, filled with challenges and quirky characters, each with their own story to tell, leading to the hidden location of the Golden Habit, a place shrouded in mystery and legend.
You, Bumpy, are the chosen one, the one who will bring light to the darkness. Your journey will be filled with challenges, obstacles that will test your courage and resolve, but it will lead you to the Golden Habit, a treasure that promises not just wealth, but true happiness and fulfillment. With a deep breath, Bumpy decided to embrace his destiny. The adventure of a lifetime awaited him. And so, with the mysterious letter in hand, Bumpy set off on his quest, ready to face whatever lay ahead.
Bumpy hesitated. Could he really do this? Leave his comfy chair and dusty apartment behind? The thought terrified and exhilarated him. Taking a deep breath, Bumpy decided to embrace the unknown. He packed a small bag, said goodbye to his goldfish Bubbles, and stepped out the door, ready for an adventure. His journey led him through whimsical landscapes. He crossed babbling rivers on lily pads, navigated through singing forests, and climbed mountains made of jelly beans. Along the way, he encountered all sorts of strange and wonderful creatures.
Goodbye, Bubbles. Wish me luck.
Bumpy's first encounter was with Professor Quills, a wise old hedgehog with an impressive collection of spectacles perched on his nose. Each pair of spectacles had a specific purpose, from reading tiny print to examining intricate details in his vast collection of books. The professor's library was a marvel of organization, with every book, scroll, and artifact meticulously placed. Professor Quills, a stickler for organization, was initially appalled by Bumpy's disheveled appearance and haphazard approach to life. Bumpy's fur was ruffled, his belongings were scattered, and his mind seemed just as cluttered as his surroundings. The professor couldn't help but feel a pang of concern for the young hedgehog.
My dear boy, a cluttered space reflects a cluttered mind. You see, the way we organize our external environment has a profound impact on our internal state. When our surroundings are in disarray, it becomes difficult to focus, to think clearly, and to find peace within ourselves. To find the golden habit, you must first find order within yourself. This journey is not just about discovering a magical habit, it's about transforming your life from the inside out. Start by creating a space that reflects the clarity and order you seek in your mind.
Professor Quills taught Bumpy the importance of planning, prioritizing, and keeping things tidy. He introduced Bumpy to the concept of a to-do list, a simple yet powerful tool to manage tasks and responsibilities. The professor also emphasized the value of a planner, a place to map out goals and track progress. Bumpy, though initially resistant, found that a little organization went a long way. He started setting goals, keeping a journal, and even folding his clothes. Each small step towards order brought a sense of accomplishment and clarity, and even folding his clothes. The simple act of tidying up his space made Bumpy feel more in control and less overwhelmed by the chaos of his journey.
Wow, who knew a little organization could make such a big difference? Bumpy marveled at how much more manageable his tasks seemed when everything was in its place.
Indeed, Bumpy. Order in your surroundings brings clarity to your mind. When you create a harmonious environment, you pave the way for creativity, productivity, and inner peace. Remember, the journey to the golden habit is as much about the process as it is about the destination.
And so, with newfound skills and a tidier approach to life, Bumpy continued on his journey, one step closer to discovering the golden habit. The lessons from Professor Quills stayed with him, guiding him to maintain order and clarity in every aspect of his life. Bumpy realized that the power of organization was not just about keeping things neat, but about creating a foundation for a more focused and fulfilling life. Next, Bumpy met Sammy the Snail, a creature who, despite his slow pace, possessed an abundance of wisdom and patience.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Sammy taught Bumpy the importance of slowing down, appreciating the journey, and never giving up, even when things got tough. Bumpy, used to rushing through life, learned to savor each moment and find joy in the little things. He practiced patience, something he never thought he was capable of. After weeks of travel and countless valuable lessons from the creatures he met, Bumpy arrived at the foot of Mount Everglow, the supposed location of the Golden Habit. The entrance to the treasure was said to be hidden within a mysterious cave known as the Cave of Reflection.
Wow, this place is incredible.
As Bumpy ventured deeper into the cave, shimmering crystals lining the walls illuminated his path. With each step, he felt a strange pull, drawing him towards the heart of the mountain. The air grew thick with a strange energy, and Bumpy felt a profound sense of tranquility wash over him. He found himself standing before a giant crystal, its surface reflecting his image back at him. However, this wasn't the Bumpy he knew. This Bumpy was more organized, more patient, and more determined. He was better.
The golden habit is not an object to be found, but a way of life to be lived.
Bumpy listened intently, his heart pounding.
It's about starting each day with purpose, embracing each moment with gratitude, and striving to be a little bit better than you were yesterday.
Suddenly it dawned on him. The journey, the lessons, the challenges, it had all been leading to this moment of self-discovery.
The golden habit wasn't a magical artifact, it was a way of life, a commitment to growth and positivity.
He realized that the true treasure wasn't at the end of the journey, but within himself.
I spent days in the cave, reflecting on my life and the lessons I had learned.
He practiced setting daily intentions, expressing gratitude for the good in his life, and focusing on self-improvement.
I realized that happiness wasn't a destination, but a journey of continuous growth and learning.
And he, Bumpy, had finally found his path. When Bumpy finally emerged from the Cave of Reflection, he was a changed monster.
I was no longer the lazy, unmotivated Bumpy who had embarked on this adventure.
He was filled with purpose, gratitude, and a newfound zest for life.
I eagerly returned home, greeting everyone I met with a cheerful smile and a newfound appreciation for the simple things.
He even cleaned his apartment, much to the astonishment of his goldfish Bubbles. Bumpy shared his newfound wisdom with everyone he met, encouraging them to embrace the golden habit in their own lives.
I taught them the importance of starting each day with a clear purpose, appreciating the little things, and striving to be their best selves.
Soon, the golden habit spread like wildfire. Creatures of all shapes and sizes were setting daily intentions, expressing gratitude, and focusing on personal growth.
The world was becoming a more positive, productive, and joyful place, all thanks to my incredible journey.
Bumpy realized that the golden habit wasn't just a set of principles, it was a way of life that brought true happiness and fulfillment.
I continued to live by its principles, inspiring others and making the world a brighter place, one grateful and purposeful day at a time.
And so, the once lazy and unmotivated Bumpy became a beacon of inspiration, proving that anyone, even a messy monster, could discover the golden habit within themselves.
Remember, my friends, the golden habit is within your reach. Start each day with purpose, live with gratitude, and never stop growing. You have the power to make your life extraordinary.